Before anything existed, before time could even be measured, before a single star burned in the sky, there was nothing we could recognize. No earth. No sky. No sound. Just a deep, endless darkness stretching beyond imagination. And yet, this was not emptiness without presence. Because God was already there. He was not created, He existed before everything. And over the silent, formless deep, His Spirit hovered. Not absent. Not distant. But present, waiting, ready to begin. The earth, in its earliest state, had no shape. It was formless, like something unfinished. Empty, like something waiting to be filled. Darkness covered everything, pressing over the deep waters like a heavy blanket. There were no boundaries. No structure. No direction. But in the middle of that chaos, the Spirit of God moved gently over the surface, like a calm force preparing to bring order out of disorder. Then, everything changed with a voice. God spoke. No build-up. No effort. Just authority. Let there be light. And instantly, light exploded into existence. It didn't slowly appear, it burst through the darkness, pushing it back, dividing it, overpowering it. For the first time, something could be seen. Something could be understood. Darkness was no longer everything. Light had arrived. Then, everything changed with a voice. God spoke. No build-up. No effort. Just authority. Let there be light. And instantly, light exploded into existence. It didn't slowly appear, it burst through the darkness, pushing it back, dividing it, overpowering it. For the first time, something could be seen. Something could be understood. Darkness was no longer everything. Light had arrived. God looked at the light, and He saw that it was good. This wasn't random. This wasn't accidental. It was intentional, and it was right. Then He separated the light from the darkness. No more confusion. No more blending. Light became day. Darkness became night. And with that simple act, time began. The very first cycle. The very first rhythm. Evening and morning, the first day. The next movement in creation wasn't about light, it was about space. The waters that once covered everything began to shift. God commanded a separation. Waters above and waters below. And in between them, a vast open space formed. The sky. What was once compressed and undefined now had room, depth, structure. The world was expanding into something organized. God called this open space sky. And just like before, there was evening, and there was morning. The second day. Another layer of order had been added. Creation was no longer just about removing darkness, it was about building a system. A place where things could exist, move, and grow. Then came a powerful shift. The waters below were commanded to gather together. They pulled back, retreating, collecting into vast bodies. And as they did, something new appeared. Dry ground. Solid land emerged where there had once only been water. Stability. Foundation. A place for life to stand. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters seas. But the land didn't stay empty for long. God spoke again, and the earth responded. Grass spread across the ground. Plants grew. Trees rose up, heavy with fruit. Life covered the land, green, vibrant, full. And inside each plant, each tree, seeds formed. The ability to reproduce. To continue. To multiply. This wasn't just creation. It was a system designed to sustain itself. God saw it, and once again, it was good. The world was no longer empty. It was alive. It was growing. Evening came, and then morning. The third day. Then God turned His attention back to the sky. Light already existed, but now it needed structure, purpose. So He created lights in the expanse. The sun, to rule the day. The moon, to rule the night. And beyond them, countless stars scattered across the heavens. Each one placed with intention. Each one part of a system. These lights weren't just for beauty. They marked time, days, seasons, years. They gave rhythm to life. They guided the future. And they reminded humanity later on, that even the greatest lights in the sky were created, not gods themselves. The fourth day ended, and the sky was no longer empty. It was alive with light, direction, and purpose. Then suddenly, movement filled the world. The waters burst with life. Fish swam in every direction, large, small, fast, slow. Creatures filled the oceans, turning stillness into motion. And above, the skies came alive with birds, soaring, diving, gliding freely through the air. Creation was no longer just structured, it was active. For the first time, God blessed his creation. He told them to be fruitful, to multiply, to fill the waters and the sky. Life was not meant to stay small, it was meant to expand, to grow, to spread across the world. Evening came, morning followed. The fifth day. Then came the land again. But this time, something new appeared. Animals. Creatures of every kind. Some walked on four legs. Some moved close to the ground. Some were wild. Some would later live alongside humans. The land, once empty, now teemed with life. And then, everything slowed. Because now, came the moment that would define everything. God said, "Let us make man in our image." This was different. Not just another creature. Not just another part of the system. Humanity would reflect God himself. They would think, create, choose, lead. Male and female, both created with purpose. Both carrying God's image. They were placed in a world already prepared for them. And they were given authority to rule over the earth, to care for it, to manage it. Not as owners, but as stewards. God blessed them, just like he blessed the animals. But their command was greater. Multiply. Fill the earth. Take responsibility. Build. Lead. Live with purpose. God also provided for them. Food from the plants. Sustenance built into the world. Nothing was missing. Everything they needed was already there. Then God looked at everything. Every detail. Every layer. Every system. Every living thing. And this time, he didn't just say it was good. He said it was very good. Complete. Balanced. Perfect. God brings order out of chaos. What begins as confusion, darkness, and emptiness can be shaped into something meaningful when God is involved. In Genesis 1, we see that nothing is too broken or too formless for God to transform. What looks like a void to us is often just the beginning of something greater in his hands. And this transformation is not random, it is deeply intentional. God creates with purpose, not by chance. Every step in creation builds on the previous one, forming a clear pattern of design and direction. Light comes before life, structure before movement, and preparation before purpose. This reminds us that God's work in our lives is also layered, strategic, and never wasted. At the center of it all is the power of his word. God does not struggle or strive, he speaks, and reality responds. Light appears, skies form, and life begins simply because he commands it. This shows us that his word is not just speech, it is power, authority, and action all at once. What he says has the ability to create, change, and transform. At the center of it all is the power of his word. God does not struggle or strive, he speaks, and reality responds. Light appears, skies form, and life begins simply because he commands it. This shows us that his word is not just speech, it is power, authority, and action all at once. What he says has the ability to create, change, and transform. Because of this, we are placed into a world that is already complete and good. Everything God creates is good. The earth was designed to function in harmony, balance, and beauty, every part working together perfectly. There was no flaw, no disorder, no imbalance. It was a world filled with intention and peace. And within that good and balanced world, humanity is given a role, not to dominate carelessly, but to steward wisely. We are called to take care of what God has created, to protect it, nurture it, and use it responsibly. Genesis 1 reminds us that we are not just part of creation. We are caretakers of it, entrusted with something valuable and meaningful.